Adding another page to the website is fairly straightforward. In 9 out of 10 cases, you're going to add a page if that's not a project, because all the project pages are being managed down here in the project archives. And we already created the base structure of the website with all of these sub pages, which some of them still need content. But if for some reason you need to add another page in here, this is the process. So first of all, we will open the folder into which you want to add the other page, and that's at the parent page, where we right click and select create and a new document. So that opens up this new document section of the page. The first thing we'll do is select the template that we want to use, and because pretty much all of these sub pages are, these pages in the website are sub pages of sections, we will pretty much always use the general with second navigation template. It's going to ask us, are we sure that's what we want to do? And we say yes. So that's put in here, and now the system knows how to render that page when it's on the actual website. We'll give it a title. I'm just going to do a dummy thing. Oops, there, I played around with this already earlier on. And for the moment, I'm going to leave the published button unticked because I want to be able to create the page first and not have it appear immediately on the website. That allows us an opportunity to maybe share the page link with somebody else in the organization to, proofread it, add something to it, or sign it off, or whatever your internal processes are. And then next thing here under template variables, if you did want this page to have project samples at the bottom, you'd put in the project IDs that you pull out from the archives, or you just leave it blank. And in here we have the content of the actual page itself. So if we were done with that, I'm just going to check in here, we have that, and I'm going to save it. And you can see that the page has now appeared here at the end of that list. It's in italics, which means that it's still unpublished, but we can still go and click on the view button as long as we're logged into Modex, and we will be able to see a preview of the page. So if you needed to send a page around to somebody else for sign off, you could now just simply take this link and copy and paste it and send it on to somebody else. Before the site goes live, the page goes live. And obviously once the whole website is live, you can still do the same thing. You're just going to have something that starts here with the ldco.ie domain name. The other person who clicks on the link has to be logged into Modex in order to be able to see it. If they're not linked into it, it'll just bring them to an error page and say this page doesn't exist. So now let's say you're done with your website, with the page, you're all happy. So you could click into this and just click on publish and save that. Or you can right click on it in here as well and select publish. But the other issue you might have is that you may not want this to be at the bottom of all of these pages. You might want this to be the second page. So you can just with the mouse click down, keep the button clicked down, and we drag it to where we want it. So let's say we want to be in the second location. And you see here now how we have that dotted line. That's what we want to see. I don't want to be hovering over something like that before I release the mouse button, because then it's going to give me, it'll become a sub page of that page. Excuse me, please. So we move up. I still have my button on the mouse all of this time, and now I release, and it's moved into that place, and now it's going to be in the navigation exactly in the same location on the live website when it has been published. You could theoretically also move it from here into a completely different section altogether. So if I said, oh God, that should have been actually an enterprise and employment, I'll first of all drag it over to the parent page and release so that it's come into the section, and now I can put it into the location where I want it to be. If you need to get rid of a page again, you right click on it and select delete. Now fear not, once you do that, it's still possible to undelete a site again. I'm right clicking here again and say undelete. It's kind of like on your own computer, it's like on your own computer where you have the recycle bin. So only when it's absolutely clear that the web page needs to disappear altogether from the website would you click the remove deleted resources button at the top, and that will really delete anything that is red with a line through it in this resource tree. And that's it about general pages.